Hello. Hello, my close personal friends. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everybody's doing all right. Today's stream is going to be an experiment. You've never done this before. This is the first time that this will have happened. But recently I've been wondering... Budding? Why did it budding? It buddinged. What buddinged? Why did it budding? Did you guys hear that? I heard a budding. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? There's no, there doesn't appear to be any kind of pop-up message that I've received. Computer telling you did something. Just a quick question to you guys. Did you hear that? Yes or no? Why did it do that? Why did it do that? You did. Okay, you did. Booding. Well, I guess it'll just be a fucking mystery then. Computer was just like, hey, I can make a sound anytime I want. Don't think I won't. Usually I only make that sound when I have something I want to tell you, but sometimes I can make that sound even when I ain't got something I want to tell you. I can make that sound whenever I want. I'm a computer, I do as I please. Anyway, let me complete my thought. Wondering, what kind of a streamer am I, recently, having these thoughts, what kind of a streamer am I? Do I have to be one of those streamers who only plays a game? I could be any kind of streamer I want. We could have a watch party. I could be a React streamer who reacts and watches, and we could all watch something together. And we were discussing Robbie the Rascal on Saturday night, so today we're watching Robbie the Rascal. If you don't know what that is, stick around, you'll figure it out. I'll explain it to you. I'll explain it to y'all in a hot minute. But this is going to be an experiment. This is going to be my foray into the realm of React streaming, watch party streaming, to see if this is something that could potentially be something that I do. And if I like it, maybe we could open a channel in the Discord where people could submit things that they might want me to watch. And I don't, you know, we might call it Watch Party Monday, or we could call it React Monday, or whatever. Nothing is set in stone as of now. These are all just spitballs that we're shooting around here. Mateo Shady, thank you so much for joining the Goofball tier. We love having you here. This could work out. But it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream. We're not probably going to go for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I did a 5-hour stream last week. I was playing Half-Life 2, because I love Half-Life 2 so damn much. I could just sit down and play it forever. could play the whole game, start to finish, without even stopping. Not that I would on stream, because that would be many hours. But, we're just gonna watch a movie today. We're just gonna hang out and watch a movie together. Does that sound like something you might enjoy? You tell me. It's not gonna be a good movie. It's not gonna be that. Don't expect a good movie, because that's not what this is about. But this is a movie from my childhood. And if we do end up doing that thing where we open the channel in the Discord for people to submit things for me to watch on a React Monday or whatever we would end up calling it, it would, you know, the only prerequisite would have to be that it has to be stuff that I can watch without triggering YouTube's content ID system. When I finish a stream, YouTube will scan the VOD to see if it has any copywritten material in it. So that would probably be really the only prerequisite. But this is Robbie the Rascal, and so YouTube is not going to pick up on this, and nobody's going to care. And also it wouldn't be able to contain nudity. You spoiled brats. Don't send me videos with nudity in them. But let's get into this. And we're going to start off the way that we always do. By praying to our Lord. Relax us. Raggedy Ann and Andy next? Maybe. That's definitely something that we could add to the list. Because that's also something that nobody would give a shit about. But let's start by saying a little prayer. And doing some square breathing. Everybody, please bow your heads and clasp your hands. You don't have to close your eyes, but if you feel it helps, go for it. Dear Relaxus, please help to relax us. Help us to sit back, unwind, unstress, decompress, breathe easy, hang loose, cool off, loosen up, and simmer down. Please bless us with mellow moods and chill vibes as we hang out, shoot the shit, and just straight kick it. And already I have to burp, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm keeping it in. I'm going to hold it in. Give us the strength to ignore politics, drama, and the tragedies of our modern world, and grant us the serenity to forgive those on social media who post things that make us triggered, upset, and emotionally compromised. And as always, help me to wish harmony to those who wish harm on me. Amen. Let's finish off our prayer by doing some square breathing. This is when you inhale and outhale at similar intervals. And yes, I know I just said outhale. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, and we're going to do a count of 8. If you can't breathe through your nose, using your mouth is fine too. You can't burp during a prayer. That's the one thing you can't do. Starting off in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once more in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Much better. Much better. But yeah, how are you lads all shaking it out today? It's the 2nd day of December. This is it. This is the Christmas season. It's finally upon us. We made it. We got all the way through this fucky year. This year has been quite fucky. It's been a fucky one. F-U-C-K-Y. The Y at the end. 2024, why you been so fucky? You've been fucky. You've been truly fucky. I was on Twitter earlier today, and I found... I'm not even entirely sure if this is something that I should bring attention to, but I found this young lady who is quite enamored with me, and these passionate feelings that I was instilling into her had given her cause to want to carve my initials into her leg, and I just want to say, do not do this. This is not... If there is going to be anything I'm going to be saying about it, it's going to be, please do not do this. I understand what it's like to feel passionate feelings about somebody. But that, you know, that's, you know, I just think you need to respect your body a little more than to do something like that. You only get one body. It's got to last you all the way through the entirety of your life. I thought to myself when I saw this, if that leaves a scar, you're gonna have my initials on your leg literally when you're still an old lady, when you're an elderly person. That's really upsetting. Sure, but let's not go crazy in terms of shaming this person, because I was young once and I remember feeling very passionate feelings about things. The thing that's strangest about it to me, and really what makes it the largest shame, what makes it so very, very sad, is this is a person who doesn't even really know me, and so the version of me that this person likes is one that only exists to them. You know, the version of me that they feel so passionate about is like kind of a fictionalized version of me that is only in their imagination. If this person ever met me, how do you feel about the goofball cat tattoo? That was another thought that I had, was if somebody carves my initials into their leg, that's not a far stretch from somebody getting a tattoo of one of my characters, which also has happened. And when that happens, then we all celebrate and we think, oh, that's so cool, we like that. And we liked that quite a bit. We liked it. But I guess maybe the bottom line is we should just kind of like leave this to the professionals if you're going to be altering your body.
We can't even carve ourselves for you anymore?
No, please don't.
What's next? We can't sacrifice our babies to you? These liberals and their rules.
The woke mind virus has won. Truly, truly the woke mind virus has won. And it's all over for all of us. No more carving initials, no more cutting ourselves, no more self-mutilation. If you want to get a tattoo, wait until you're 18 and then go to a properly sanctioned and licensed tattoo parlor. Have the professionals do it. I wasn't quite sure what to do in the moment. I was like, well, I could message this person and tell them they shouldn't do that anymore and they should stop, but I was like, no, I don't think I want to be quite that hands-on. I don't know if I think that's a good idea. So I thought maybe I could talk about it while I'm streaming, and that way the person can keep their anonymity. And they, you know, who knows if they'll even listen to this stream, I really don't know. But this, you know, it's, you know, on one hand I'm flattered, very flattered that I'm instilling all of those passionate feelings in you, but on the other hand, we can't do those kinds of things. We have to treat our bodies better than that. The body that you have right now, that's the one that's got to carry you all the way to the rest of your life. All the way until you're an old person. It's the same body. It's got to carry you. And so you have to be kind to it. Love you, Max. And the Pee-Pee Gang loves you too. The Pee-Pee Gang. I have no idea what that means, but shout out to the Pee-Pee Gang. I don't know why, but I guess to me the reason that it bothers me is because this person doesn't even know me, and if they did know me... First of all, if If I walked into the same room as this person, they probably wouldn't even recognize me. Because all of the photos of me that exist on the internet are 10 plus years old. And I look very different. I wear glasses now. I'm 10 years older, certainly. My piercings are different. I dress different. I'm a different human being now. So if this person saw me, they'd be like, oh, I didn't even recognize you. You look like a fucking science teacher at my high school. You look like some kind of a weirdo. I do look like a bit of a freak. I've been telling you guys that I do look like a bit of a freak. I do, especially since now that I'm wearing glasses, I kind of, just have that sort of science teacher aesthetic going. If you combine the glasses with the bald head, that's what every science teacher looks like. And I know that if this person knew me, they wouldn't like me. You want to know how I know that? Because nobody who knows me likes me. The only people who like me are the people who don't know me. And so I guess that's why I think it's kind of a shame, because if you're gonna carve somebody's initials into your leg, at least do it with somebody you know. Somebody that you know you like. You know that you like them because you know them. I think we've all probably had an experience where we met somebody, like maybe we had like an internet friend that we met in real life. Or we met like a girl online on some dating website like eHarmony or something, and then we think we really, really like this person, and then we meet up with them in real life and we are like, oh, you're a lot different than I was expecting, and also I like you less now that I know the real you. Also, another weird thing I saw on Twitter. I should do a new segment on the show. Weird shit I saw on Twitter. Did you guys see the video of the girl who's throwing the tantrum in Walmart, and everybody is just standing around watching her as she starts to break like wine bottles and stuff? Did you guys see this? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
But Max, we are your close personal friends.
Oh.
We know you and love you. Sad face.
Okay, well that can be like the gimmick. That can be like the LARP that we do on Relax with Max. And in a sense it's true, but in another more accurate, literal sense, none of you people know me. You don't know me. You just don't. But this girl in Walmart, smashing wine bottles, she looked like she was maybe 8 at most. I thought to myself when I saw this girl perfectly encapsulates everything that I've been saying about how this theory that I have about one of the things that's contributing to fewer and fewer people wanting to have children is that less children are disciplined, and so more people see children act like spoiled brats and then don't want to have kids.
My eggs recipe. Please, Max, this is my last $5 box. Also, no carving. What is this 1984?
No carving.
Love you, egg boy, kissing face with smiling as growing heart, kissing face with smiling as growing heart, kissing face with smiling as kissing face with smiling as growing heart, kissing face with smiling as growing heart, kissing face.
Can I stop a super chat halfway through?
With smiling as kissing face with smiling as growing heart, 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 kissing face with smiling as kissing face with.
Nope, it's not working. There we go. Thank you for the super chat, but I did have to cut it off. This girl is throwing this tantrum, destroying all of this Walmart merchandise, and all of these adults, including people who work at Walmart, including the Walmart employees, are just standing around watching. And I'm like, this is fucking wild. This is wild. That society has progressed to a point where a child can destroy property and adults just stand around and watch. That's wild. That's wild to me. Especially if you are a Walmart employee and you know you're going to have to clean that mess up. You know you're going to have to clean it up. So why would you let her make a mess, continue to make a mess that you're going to have to clean? Why would you allow that to happen? They're all just standing around watching her, and I guess I guess it's because they're afraid to stop her because of just a very nebulous fear that if they do something to intervene, something bad is going to happen. But what would that bad thing even be? Is it that they're afraid of being sued? Is it that they're afraid of being fired? What could it be? I don't want to sound like a boomer. You know, I don't want to get on here and be like, back in my day. I don't want to do the back in my day thing. But when I was a kid, I don't think this kind of shit would happen. I don't think when I was a kid, a child would throw a tantrum and start destroying things in a store and all the adults would just stand around and watch. I really don't think that would happen when I was a kid. And so this behavior is wild to me. Call the janitor? Yeah, you could call the janitor. If I was an employee and I knew, like, yep, I'm gonna have to clean that up, I probably would have done something. I would have lightly, gently, gently grabbed her by the arm and then gently and lightly pulled her away from the merchandise so she cannot continue to destroy it and cannot continue to make a mess that I'll have to clean.
I know what you mean, Max. We're your close personal friends, but not your personal close friends.
That's it. That's perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. You get it. Back in Max's day, he would have got the belt out. Lol. No. No. I would not take a belt to a child. I wouldn't do it. The belt is too far. The belt is too far. You can discipline a child without the belt, but this child was receiving no discipline. This child was not even being stopped from doing anything. So in the interest of sparing the rod, unless you want the child to be spoiled, some other form of discipline has to kind of snake its way in there and take its place, but this child was just receiving none. Just truly none. None of discipline. And it's crazy to me. It is a little wild. It is a little kooky. And there was one woman saying, don't stop her, she's gonna be the next president or something. It's a wild video. You guys should check it out if you haven't seen it. It'll probably be all over Twitter right now. Beat your kids? I'm not saying that we have to beat our kids. I'm not saying that. Especially since I think there have been studies done on spanking that say that it's not effective. And even though I never thought that spanking was the most egregious thing, if it's not effective... I've talked about this before. I know I've talked about this before. If it's not effective, then there's no reason to risk doing something that could potentially be cruel or inhumane to a child. But just because we're not going to spank children and we're not going to belt them, we're not going to take a belt to a child, that doesn't mean we have to go headstrong in the other direction and let them do whatever they want, including destroying property at a Walmart. And I'll just stand around. You wouldn't believe it. You would not believe this video if you haven't seen it. The adults are standing around watching. They're just standing, watching. Other parents and Walmart employees just watching. It's fucking wildin'. It's wild. And this is why I'll never have kids. Because that would be my daughter. I would have a daughter just like that. And then I would be like, boy, I wish I had not had this child. I wish I had not had this child! It's crazy. It's so wildin'. It is a little wildin', though.
Don't beat your kids.
Yes.
But make them think you might.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to put the fear of God in them in some way. When I was a kid, my parents would yell at me, and that would scare me a lot. But in retrospect, I don't understand why. If my parents yelled at me now, I would just yell back at them, and I don't understand why that never occurred to me when I was a kid. When I was a kid, that shit never occurred to me. In my adulthood, I understand, like, yeah, my parents were never going to hurt me. They were never going to, like, abuse me or beat me to a pulp or anything. But I think maybe when I was a kid, I thought the possibility was there. Hey, Max, Jay, if you put your hands on that kid as an employee, the business would likely fire you. The parents really should have done something. SMDH. Is that what they're afraid of? They're afraid of being fired? But why would Walmart fire an employee for that? The employee has the perfect reason to put their hands on that child. The child is destroying their merchandise. And I'm not saying put your hands on the child to spank the child or hit the child or discipline the child. I'm just saying lightly, gently take them by the arm, pull them away from the merchandise so they cannot continue to destroy it. That's all I'm saying. I don't think you would be able to fire somebody for that.
In retail and service industry jobs, you are trained to not interfere. You can get fired for it. You're just supposed to report to a manager or security.
But then, on the other hand, could you not get in trouble for allowing merchandise to be destroyed and not interfering?
While
and just
Max
letting it
silencing
happen?
Me? What is this 1984? Kissing face with smiling eyes, growing heart. Just kidding, but for real, look up Mayak eggs.
I don't know what a Mayak
They are
egg
marinated
is.
eggs
What is a
in soy
Mayak
sauce,
egg?
Garlic, green onion, ECT.
They are marinated eggs in soy sauce, garlic, green onion, etc. Alright, I'll try it out. I have nothing to lose. I might as well try it out, but unfortunately I do have to, I'm going to take a harsh stance on this. No, to all of my fans and friends, close personal friends, or fans, anyone within the sound of my voice, please do not hurt yourself, do not cut yourself, do not carve my initials into your leg. Your body is a temple, it should be respected as such. If you want to make any permanent alterations to your body, do it at a licensed and professional tattoo artist, etc., etc. Fine print, and so on and so forth. That's all I'm saying. And also, if you're in a Walmart and you see a child smashing bottles of wine, don't just let them do it! Are we that cucked? We're cucked. Lads, society is fucking cucked. We're all cucked. We are so cucked by children. Children have cucked us. The adults. We've been cucked by kids. We're kid cucked. They throw tantrums. We all just stand around and watch and film it.
Gracious.
Yeah, Sandy Cheeks milk. Oh my goodness gracious. Cucked by kids. I can't believe it. How did we get here? How did it happen? This was never supposed to happen. Not supposed to happen. I know it was not supposed to happen. I know it wasn't. It's too far. Like I said, as I've said, to me it's wildin'. This is all very wildin'. Got to a very kooky place in society. Let's get into it though. But whatever. All that child needed was an adult to scream at them? Yeah, sure. I guess. Sure, fair, yeah. For those who weren't here on Saturday night, I'll give you a quick rundown. I was playing Mario and Luigi. The characters, Mario and Luigi Brothership, the characters in this game have a weapon called the Gloam Ray. This reminded me of something called the Gloom Ray from Robbie the Rascal. When I was a kid, my grandmother went to maybe CVS, maybe Walgreens, maybe just the grocery store, and she got, likely in the bargain bin, this VHS tape, which she bought. She brought it home, and she kept it for me and my cousins to watch when we went over to Grandma's house. Robbie the Rascal is what it was called. And I have some information about it here.
I work at Walmart, and the parents of these kids usually have a screw loose.
Yeah, that's true as well.
It's not safe for me to intervene, and I would be the one the parent yell at.
Well, yell back at them. If this is the best fucking life hack you'll ever hear. If somebody yells at you, yell back at them. That's what you should do if you're a kid and your parents yell at you. That's what you should do if you're at Walmart and somebody else's parents yell at you. Just yell back at them. Saibato Robachi. Saibato Robachi. known in the United States as Robbie the Rascal, is a 39-episode anime television series created by Ken Ishikawa and produced by NAC Animation Studio. The series aired on TV Tokyo in Japan from October 1982 to June 1983. A feature-length English dub version comprising several episodes edited together into a movie titled Robbie the Rascal was produced by Jim Terry's Force 5 Kid Pix Productions and released on home video in the United States in 1985, which then presumably, over the course of 10 years, it found its way to some kind of a bargain bin somewhere, where it was purchased by my grandmother probably between 1994 and 1996, would be my best guess. However, the English version deleted much of the risque humor that, while not uncommon in children's animation in Japan, would be considered unacceptable by American standards, with the policewoman Sergeant Sally being the usual target of the fan service-oriented humor. The TV series also aired in its entirety in Italy under the title Robottino, or Little Robot. Apparently inspired largely by Akira Toriyama's popular Dr. Slump, Robbie the Rascal is the story of Robbie, a fun-loving, mischievous robot with a TV set in his stomach. And I think he talks like this. I remember him saying, "Hello, I'm Robbie the Rascal, I talk like this." Robbie lives in a peaceful village with various other robots, all created by the eccentric and lecherous Dr. Art Deco, who has a major crush on local policewoman Sergeant Sally. Although he is an android and, usually inadvertently, causes much mischief, Robbie has a warm, kind heart and is always willing to help out a friend in need. With his human girlfriend Tiffany, he gets into a variety of wacky adventures. However, a rich, spoiled inventor named Horace Highbrow will stop at nothing to get Robbie for his own. And I remember this guy. I think this guy talks with like that mid-Atlantic accent that I like to do. He talks like this. "Bring me Robbie the Rascal. I want Robbie the Rascal. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to get my hands on that Robbie the Rascal." Much of the plot of this English feature-length dub of the anime involves Horace's attempts to threaten the peace in Robbie's village with the help of his female assistants, Tracy and Yvette. "I want Robbie the Rascal, and I don't care who knows. I always get what I want. I'm the richest boy in the world, and I don't care what anybody says." But here's what's crazy. I would have assumed that this is, I would have assumed, just based on my memory, that it was going to be like, oh, I don't know, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. No, this is an hour and a half. This is an hour and 31 minutes and 34 seconds. This is a full movie. And I think this was the wrong series to do this with because there's not a larger story arc. So it's a full movie comprised of smaller stories. And we have to watch it. We have to. And it's gonna drag. It's gonna be boring in the middle. But let's hope that even though it drags, watching it is not a drag. And I don't care how bored you guys get, you're not allowed to leave. You understand? Do we all understand? I hope you all understand. And I remember, I think the last time I looked it up on YouTube, I found it, but it was all in a bunch of smaller pieces. Is the volume up all the way? And this is all one video. So since the last time I looked this up, it has been compiled all into one single video. There he is. There's our guy. That's Robbie.
But he's smart.
Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet or what.
But he's got heart.
He's got a big goofy tooth right in his mouth. He's got a right in the middle of his mouth. He's got that big chipmunk tooth.
And I remember he would say, "Oh, please don't disassemble me. Please don't disassemble me. I don't want to be taken apart. I don't want to be taken apart."
Subtitles, please, Max? I doubt it. They're on, but I don't think they're gonna work, but they are on.
Robbie is the biggest little rascal of them all.
you're streaming this? I thought you were joking. Why can't I stream this? Everybody else gets to do react streams, but not me.
Contemplate, if you will, upon an obsession. On a private volcanic island, the miserably rich Horatio Percival Thornton
Got the
III
Rod Sterling
is
voiceover
consumed
coming in.
with a preoccupation. There is a single object which he desires above all else, yet cannot acquire.
What's that?
His obsession, Robbie the Rascal.
Robbie the Rascal.
Hello to all my fans out in television land. My name is Horatio Thornton, but you can call me Horace.
Out in television
does. I have the distinction of being absolutely the richest brat on the planet Earth.
The richest brat on the planet Earth. That's how he describes himself.
Just everything I want is at my fingertips.
This is a man after my own heart.
As well as being rich, I'm a genius inventor. Please, let me show you one of my toys.
I'm the richest brat on the face of the earth, and I want Robbie
Need
the
to turn this
Rascal
on.
now.
There. This is a probe I developed that lets me see any place on Earth that interests me, you see?
He sounds just like Max's evil voice. Kinda. I fucking loved this when I was a kid.
You're a strange-looking bug. I've never seen one like you.
I'm not sure how I'll feel about it now,
Pull back. So, it's a robot.
but the nostalgia is there.
Come here.
Why, you tin bucket. Let's see you keep up with this.
Let's be friends.
High angle, tuck right, pan left, arm up. Get out of my screen. Oh, you little... This is exasperating. What is that thing? Robbie the Rascal? Why, that's the robot created by Professor Arthur Deco. Yes, I'll bet. He's trying to make a fool out of me, that professor, and he won't get away with it. No, sir, not in your life.
There was a Mario anime. That's another thing we can watch. I don't think I've seen it start to finish. I think I got like 15 minutes into that, and I was like, you know what? I'm good on this.
I want to play.
Give up, Scrappy.
This isn't Dr. Slump. This is Dr. Dump. Don't.
Wow, this is fun.
I won't have you besmirching the good name of Whoa. Not sure what that was. I won't have you besmirching the good name of Robbie the Rascal. It's not happening.
Give up, Scrappy.
This is the future Elon Musk wants.
Wow, this is fun.
Now I'll just have to finish him off. Huh? What's happening?
I guess elbow cannons.
Oh, I get better watch! Oh, whoa!
Ah, now I gotcha.
The joke will be on you, my little robot.
Huh?
Now I've got a trick up my sleeve. Better cover your
Uh-oh,
ears, circus
uh-oh.
robot. Now, let's see.
It's gonna blow up. Yep, I knew it. Yep.
Some people just have to learn the hard way that I get what I want and I get it when I want it. No one stands in my way, especially that little snip of a robot.
Whoa, put that arm down.
Have fun, little bug. I'm ready to play again.
I want to have a robot like that one, and I can have whatever I want when I want it. I want Robbie the Rascal!
I love this guy.
Tracy!
Tracy, this is the first half of Tracy and
How much of
Yvette.
that little display did you see?
Why don't you just invent your own Robbie Rascal?
Robbie
I
is
can,
the future of
although I
AI.
hate to admit that.
From your mouth to his ears.
And
We should
steal
all be
the
so
plans
lucky.
and build a new Robbie Rascal.
What is she wearing? She's just walking around in a
If I were the
bikini and a
inventor of
cape?
Such a robot, I would destroy the plans for his construction as soon as he was built. There
Look at her
probably
thin
are
hips.
no plans for Robbie the Rascal.
Then kidnap the inventor.
Eureka! That is it! We'll bring Dr. Art Deco back here, and once he's in my clutches, we'll force him to build me a robot of my very own.
But how?
We'll use Big Eddie.
We'll use Big Eddie. You guys hear it? You hear it all right? Let me know if it's not loud enough or anything. Oh, this is relaxing. I can relax today. I don't have to play anything.
Naturally. Now listen, what we need you guys to do is put the snatch on this professor guy.
Kidnapping?
It's like taking candy from a baby, Annie. Just make sure that when you deliver the goods, that they're undamaged, you understand?
This guy has no pupils and gold teeth.
Excuse me, boss. I'm in love.
And how? Yeah, I'd rather kiss a horse.
Somebody ought to teach you boys some manners.
That's my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend. That's probably... Oh, she got his pants. That's probably Sergeant Sally. Yeah, from the Wikipedia.
If they only knew this was all in the line of good police work.
Can we get back to Robbie, please?
Get your own boy, you sandbagging lightweights. Oh, my leg. Whoa, let go of my
We need
leg.
more cartoons where men kiss on the mouth. I don't... That does seem pretty uncommon in anime, at the least. It's not something we see a lot in anime.
Fly away and don't come back. It's time to take
You have to wait for the next Pixar movie for that.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to take a break, too.
Go away. You smell terrible.
Well, fertilizer smells. You want to smell some? Here.
Oh god, that white fertilizer.
Help! Oh, help! Someone stop him! Oh, I put the wrong circuit into Robbie!
Hardy, hey! Don't check your teeth. Say hi.
Oh!
Robbie, you come here and apologize to Stumpy.
I'm sorry, I just can't control myself.
Come back here!
That's how you know that guy weighs a lot.
We've got to catch him before he gets himself into some kind of trouble!
You should watch some of creative old Max Fleischer tunes, like Swing You Sinners, Minnie the Moocher, Bimbo's Initiation, and Betty Boop Snow White.
Betty Boop Snow White? I do like the old Fleischer Popeyes. Those are great. When you get to the point... God, the old Popeye cartoons are so good, but when you get to the point where he's wearing the white sailor suit, that's when you can stop watching.
Robbie.
And when he has like the black shirt and the jeans, oof.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Those are the good ones. Those are the good ones.
Jimmy, look out! Come back here, you bad boy. We're gonna tell on you. Did you see that? What was it? It was a robot, wasn't it? Oh!
Look at that!
Now, is the big one Big Eddie, or is the little one Big Eddie? Is it like an ironic name?
Well, that means he's nearby.
Or maybe Big Eddie was the
Boy, there's no
gangster who
mistaking
hired
this
these
house.
goons?
Let's just ease on in and get the professor. The door's unlocked.
It's called the
My
anime
lord,
sneak.
little
They're doing the
Fred
anime
has
sneak.
security.
Looking for me?
Looking for me?
Oh,
Looking for me? Y'all
Why don't
looking
you
for
have a
me?
seat?
oh, thanks.
Hello, gentlemen. I suppose you are the reporters from the newspaper? Whoa! What's going on here? Ah!
We're
Ooh!
kidnapping you.
Sergeant Sally. What is she doing here?
We're turning you
I
over
like
to
the log
Horace
character
Walton
as well,
III.
even though all I know about him is his voice. I like the log.
Keep your mouth closed.
I like Horace. They're both great.
Fleischer's Swing You Sinners is one of the key inspirations behind Ren and Stimpy, and
Yeah?
Minnie the Moocher is a classic.
I'm not sure what Minnie the Moocher is, but I think I've seen Swing You Sinners before. Yes, I have. Yeah, now that I'm thinking, I can remember it. I can picture it in my mind's eye. Yeah, I've seen that. I didn't know it was the inspiration for Ren and Stimpy, though.
There's nobody here.
Bonk! That's what you get for fucking with Sergeant Sally. You get the bonk, too.
Allie? Need some help?
Oh, yes! We're all tied up. Please help us.
I noticed.
But I wasn't afraid of those guys.
Not a
I'd
whole
have
lot of Robbie the
already
Rascal so
have
far.
break free and capture them for you.
Are you all right?
In this cartoon called Robbie the Rascal.
Sure, leave the mess in front of the house for me to clean up. Let
Oh,
Mrs. Hoover pick it up.
I don't know
That's
if-
what they always say.
I don't know if they'd give this character that voice
Well, come on now,
in modern
Mrs.
era. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Glad I could help. Oh, what's happened to my prisoners? Where have they gone?
been sweeping up the bad guys.
She's a good guy, though, so it's alright. She's been sweeping up the bad guys all the livelong day.
How did they discover our plan, Morton?
So this is how it feels to be in love. I see now why they call someone the girl of my dreams. Oh, Sergeant Sally is all the girl I think about at night. Come, my cupcake.
Don't wake me up until I reel her in.
Such a dream.
Hey, there he is. There's our boy Robbie.
I'm in love. Why are you looking at me like that? Now suppose you tell me where you ran off to, young man.
My circuitry had to stabilize.
Ah, the fact is that you weren't around here when we needed you the most.
But you did all right without me.
Oh, do you know what happened while you were gone?
You met a girl and fell in love?
No,
Aw.
that's the only part of
He's
what
so
happened.
cute.
It
He's
was
so
terrible.
innocent.
Okay, let me guess. Stumpy got in the rice field
The
again.
animation reminds me of
It
Lupin the
makes me
Third.
furious to think
Yeah,
that
this
I
is
needed
like
you.
Lupin the
When
Third,
you needed
and that's something I've always
me.
been meaning to
While
watch
you were
and never
gone, two men
have.
came and they tried to kidnap me.
I know it was on Adult Swim for a while.
What could I do?
You could be here instead of traipsing all over the country like some kind of a fool.
Professor, you put the
One of
wrong
those things
circuit
that's
in
been on my
board.
list my whole life.
Oh,
Hit me.
I can't even knock any sense into you, you junkyard!
He doesn't love me anymore.
Oh, you make Robbie cry. You make Robbie cry already. You make Robbie
I don't
cry.
care what happens to me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Already, Robbie is crying. Damn, he slapped a child? He's not a child, though. He's a robot. It's not the same. It's okay to hit a robotic child. That's fine.
The professor was like my father.
But no more.
No more.
Huh? You look a little down in the mouth, kid.
Down in the
And
mouth.
hungry too, I bet.
Say, who are you guys?
So that's your story. Well, I don't think you've done a single thing wrong.
He eats?
Think not?
He's eating something.
You're a good boy.
That professor guy is in the wrong.
Whenever I think about him, it makes me want to blow my top.
No. We got a better idea.
We'd like to give this guy a good talking to for you, Robbie.
All we need you to do is to get Dr. Deco and bring you back here for us.
In that case, I'll be right back.
That got him, huh?
Robbie! What's going on? Oh, put me down! What are you doing with me? Oh!
Hey, Snake, we should have thought of this before.
You tie him up and I'll call for the helicopter.
They got the professor! They got the professor! Those
My stream just died.
guys got
Uh-oh. Hang on. Uno momento, por favor.